What's up, everyone? Coach Joe here, Paragon Performance. Just coming at you today, we're going to talk about some post-workout nutrition. So I'm sure the first thing that comes to mind is protein shakes. That's actually not what we're going to be covering today. That's kind of been debunked, right? So what you want to be having post-workout is carbohydrates, all right? So what I'm going to show you today, I learned from George Lockhart and Dan Leith. Over the summer, I was fortunate enough to go out there, learn from them out in California, and get to work the UFC fight card with them and help the fighters, work with their nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at the ingredients we have here, and we'll take it from there. All right. So like I mentioned, right, we're not going to be having protein shakes post-workout necessarily. What we're looking for after those big training sessions, weights, CrossFit, jiu-jitsu, whatever it may be, we're looking to get some carbohydrates back in the system, replenish those muscles, and begin the recovery process. All right. So one of the biggest things George would hit home while I was learning from him was making sure that you're giving the body what it needs when it needs it. Right. So for instance, if I have this, carved up shake, I'm not going to slam one after going on a walk through my neighborhood. Right. Doesn't make any sense. What I want to do is post-workout, get this back into my system so my muscles can be replenished. All right. Now, that being said, this is a carb drink. You might be asking yourself, well, why the OJ? Why the salt? So when you take in carbohydrates, you are secreting insulin, right? So you can uptake all that stuff into your cells. Well, there's different insulin receptors on your cells that are triggered by different things. So for instance, some are triggered by fructose, which hence the orange juice here. Some are triggered by glucose, or our dextrose powder comes into play, and some are triggered by salt. So if I get all three of these things, I can actually triple the uptake right into my cells, which is great. It can accelerate that process. And also too, you can add a little bit of caffeine in there. I just drink some coffee on the way to the gym. I find that's good enough for me because I'm usually drinking this about 3/4 of the way through my session. So I put about 6 ounces or so in that shaker that I have there, about a 32-ounce shaker. I put about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of the dextrose powder in there, and then about a half a teaspoon or so of salt. Fill the rest with water, shake it up, and I'm just sipping on that post-workout. I gotta say, it makes me feel awesome. I feel great. Usually 20, 30 minutes after I'm done training, I feel like pretty much totally revived and on the road to recovery, which is awesome. So definitely check this out. Give it a try. On top of the fact that I feel great, it's cost effective. Orange juice, salt, and dextrose powder are all pretty cheap. I think this Now brand tub, it's maybe like a 4 or 5 pound tub. Our net weight was 10 pounds. So big old tub I got for maybe like $12 off of Amazon. So definitely check it out and, put that together. Let me know how you feel. Any questions, comment below. Happy to answer and hope you enjoyed.